Hello everyone. So, today in this lecture we are going to study about the conversion from infix to prefix expression. In the previous lecture we have studied how to convert from infix to postfix expression. So, moving ahead with the same unit, we are starting with converting from infix to prefix. So, here let me revise you something. So, infix expression, as you know, infix expression, that operator is always in between two operands. So, here we have plus is a operator that is in between A and B, right. And if we consider prefix expression, so in a prefix expression always operator is before the operand. So, here as you can see we have this plus before this A and B, right. So, this is our infix and prefix expression. So, now let us quickly move ahead with the algorithm. So, here as you can see that x. So, let x is an arithmetic expression that that is having the infix notation, right. So, here we have that x, that is our infix expression, and at the end of the algorithm we are going to get the result that would be stored in the y, right. So, y, that is a prefix expression where we are actually going to get the output, right. So, ultimately that is a stack only, right. So, we need to follow the steps. So, first step, push closing bracket. So, closing bracket, that is a right parenthesis, right. So, we need to push the right parenthesis onto the stack, right, and add the opening bracket, that is a left parenthesis, to the end of the x, that is our infix expression. Now, the second point, we need to scan x from right to left. This you need to keep in mind, because in the conversion of postfix expression we are scanning from left to right, and here we need to scan from right to left. So, this is you need to keep in mind, this is important, right. And then we need to repeat the following step, that is 3 to 6 step, right, for the each element of x until our stack becomes empty, right. So, the next step, that is our third step, that if operand encounters, that means if operand is there, then what we need to do, we simply need to push it to the y, right, y, that is our prefix expression, right. So, we need to add it, that means we need to push it to the stack y, right. Then next, if right parentheses are there, right, right parenthesis, that means our closing bracket, right. So, if right parenthesis encounter, that we then we what we need to do, that is we simply need to push into the stack, right. Then the next point, that what if there is an operator, right. So, if there is an operator, then what we need to do, we need to repeatedly pop from the stack, right, and add, that means push to y each operator, right. Which has the higher precedence than the incoming operator, right. So, let us for example, that we have already we are already having one operator inside our stack, right, and the next incoming operator incoming element is also operator, right. So, that means at that point we need to consider, we need to check the precedence, right. So, we need to follow this criteria, that it should have higher precedence than the incoming operator, right. So, if it is like that, then what we need to do, we need to simply pop the element, right, which is already available onto the top of the stack, and push it to the y. And if it is not like that, then simply we need to push the incoming operator to the stack, right. So, that is our second one, that add operator to the stack. Now, what if there is a left parenthesis, if the left parenthesis encounter, right. So, if the left parenthesis is there, so we need to repeatedly pop from the stack, right, until there until the right parenthesis encounter, till that we need to pop each and every element from stack, and we need to push it to y, right. And at the last we need to remove the right parenthesis, right, that is our closing bracket, right. So, this is a simple algorithm from converting infix to prefix. So, now let us see one example. So, here what we have, that is a minus bracket b plus c star d bracket over slash e. Now, what we need to do, if we want to convert to postfix, so at that time we usually scan from left to right, that means a, then minus, then bracket, right. But here what we need to do, we need to scan from right to left, that means in a reverse order, right. So, for our convenience we can do one thing, we can simply reverse it. It is up to you that if you are comfortable with scanning from right to left, then you can do it, but the shortcut method is simply reverse it. So, we can have like E slash bracket D star C plus B bracket minus E. Right. So, now it would be easier for you to scan. Now, you can scan this way, right, the usual way, and it would be easier for you, right. So, it is just a trick to do it quicker, right. So, let us just have it. So, the first thing is that we need to push the closing bracket, that is right parenthesis, we need to push it to the stack, right, and we need to push the left parenthesis, that is the opening bracket, to the end of our string, right. Now, this is I already applied the scan character in the reverse order, as you can see over here. This is the reverse order from right to left, the same thing I have written over here, and the same thing I have written over here, one by one character, right. So, first we have this E, right. So, this E, as you know that E is an operand. So, simply you need to place it in the prefix expression. This is your prefix expression Y, right. So, we simply need to push it over here, right. Then we have this would remain same, right. Then we have slash. So, as you know that slash is an operator. So, we need to push it to the stack, right. So, we are having the slash, sorry, this is slash, right, bracket and slash. So, here we have this E as it is, right. Then again there is a closing bracket, right. So, simply if closing bracket is there, then we need to check that whether there is like already two operators are there, right. If it is not like that, then simply we can push it, right. So, here we are pushing it like bracket slash bracket, and here E remains same, right. Then next we have D, right. So, D, that as you know that D is an operand. So, we need to push it to the postfix expression Y, right. Now, this would remain same, right. Now, here usually in the postfix expression, whatever the next character comes, we write after the available character, but here we are going to write it before the available character, right. That means, here also we are moving from right to left, right. And like if you write left to right, then what you need to do, whatever the answer is there, you need to reverse that answer, right. So, like you can simply go like this from right to left, right. So, I have this D over here. Then next is star. So, star, as you know that star is an operator. So, simply you can push it over here. So, it is like this, and here you have D and E, right. Then the next is C, again operand, right. So, simply you can do C, D and E, right. Now, next is plus, right, and already on the top of the stack we have this star, that means both are operators. So, at that time what you need to do, you need to check the constraint, right. So, that means you need to check the precedence, right. So, here star is having higher precedence than plus, right, and in this scenario what you need to do, you need to pop that available element, that is star, you need to pop it from the stack and push it to the prefix expression, right. So, here we are popping this out. So, here we have slash bracket, and the star will be popped from here and pushed in this prefix expression, right, and then this plus would be simply pushed into the stack S, right. Now, next we have B. So, this would remain same, and you simply push this B over here in this prefix expression. So, you have this, right. Then you have opening bracket, right. So, opening bracket, if opening bracket encountered at that time, what you need to do, whatever in between that opening and closing bracket, you need to pop it repeatedly, and one by one you need to push it to the prefix expression y, right. So, here as you can see that in between this opening and closing bracket, I am having only one operator. So, I need to pop it and push it to the prefix expression. So, it will something look like this. And here we need to remove this closing bracket as well. So, we will have this, right. Now, the next thing is minus, next is again the operator, next character is minus, that is a operator, right. Here again as you can see on the top of the stack there is a slash, that is we need to check the precedence, right. And again the slash is having higher precedence than the minus. So, what we need to do, we need to pop the slash from the stack and push it to the prefix expression y, and we need to push the minus onto the stack, right. So, that is what I am doing over here, and this is something like this, right. Now, the next character is A, and as you know that A is an operand, right. So, you need to simply push it to the prefix expression, right. So, this would remain same, and here you have A slash plus B star C D and E, right. And the last character that was added by us, that is a opening bracket, right. So, what we need to do in between the opening and closing bracket, we are having this minus, right. So, we need to pop this minus from the stack and push it to the prefix expression, as well as we need to remove that closing bracket. So, now my stack would become empty, right, and here we have this minus A slash plus B star C D E, right, and this is my final answer, right. So, for that infix expression, we are getting this prefix expression, that is our answer, right. So, I hope you understood this, right. So, let us take one more example. So, here we have the infix expression, that is B star C minus bracket D slash E cap F bracket over star G, and here a cap, that means exponential character, you may consider it as a dollar, right. So, I have done this example already, I will just let you explain this. So, the same way we need to scan from right to left, right. So, and I have added this closing bracket and this opening bracket over here, right. So, first we have this G, right. So, as you know that G is an operand, so we need to push it to the prefix expression, right. So, here we have G, right. Then next is star. So, star is an operator, so simply we need to push it to the stack. So, we have the closing bracket and the star, right. Again the next thing is closing bracket, so we need to push it to the stack. So, closing bracket star closing bracket, and this would remain same, right. Then next is F, right. So, F is an operand, as you know, so simply you need to push it to the prefix expression, right. So, here we have this F and I have pushed it over here, right, and again keep in mind that if we are working with a prefix expression, you need to write it from right to left. Then next we have this cap, right. Again the top of the stack we have the bracket only, so there is no need to check the precedence or anything, right. There is no need for the constraint, right. So, simply push this cap to the stack, right, and here we have the same F and G. Next is E, again operand, no issue with that, we can simply push it to the prefix expression. So, here we have E F G, right. Then here comes the slash, right. And if you, as you know that here already on the top of the stack we have this cap, right. So, again we need to check the constraint, right, here we need to check the constraint, and as you know that cap is having higher precedence than the slash, right. So, we need to pop this cap from the stack, right, and push it to the prefix expression, right, and we need to push the slash to the stack, right. So, that is what I am doing over here, that is what I have done over here, that is slash is here and cap is here. So, here I have cap E F G, right. Then next is D operand, simply push it over here. So, we have D cap E F G, right. Then there is opening bracket, right. So, opening bracket, so in between this opening and this closing bracket I have this slash, right. So, I need to pop this slash from the stack and push it to the prefix expression. So, that is what I have done over here, that is slash d cap EFG. Now, next is minus. Again, as you can see over here that on the top of the stack we have star. So, again we need to check the constraint, right. So, that is star and minus, star is having higher precedence. So, we need to pop it from the stack and push it to the prefix expression, and we need to push the minus to the stack, right. Now, just keep in mind this thing that if you are working with the postfix expression, at that moment if the similar precedence are same precedence are there, then also we need to pop it out, right. But here if in case there is a possibility that same precedence are there, so no need to pop it, right, simply push the incoming operator. Let us say for example, here we have minus and here instead of this star if I have a plus, right. So, as you know that plus and minus both are having the same precedence, right. So, there is no need to pop it out the plus, right, simply keep the like plus would be there only and you need to push the minus over there, right. So, you would have this plus and minus both in the stack, right. Now, here as you can see my star is having higher precedence. So, we are popping it out and pushing it over here and minus is pushed over here. So, I am having bracket and minus into my stack and I am having this star slash d cap EFG. Now, next comes C, again operand. So, simply you need to push to the prefix expression, right. So, here you have this, that is C star slash d cap EFG. Then next is minus. Now, here if you check the constraint, minus is having lesser precedence than star. So, it is having lesser precedence than the incoming operator. So, there is no need to pop it out, let it be over there only, right, and just push this star into the stack, right. So, here we have both minus and star, right, and this would remain same, right. Then the next is B, right, next operand is B, right. So, simply what you need to do, you need to push it to the prefix expression, right. So, here we get this BC star slash D cap EFG, right, and the last character is opening bracket, right. So, what you need to do, whatever in between the opening bracket and closing bracket, you need to pop it out, right, but keep in mind it is one by one. So, first whatever on the top of the stack that would be removed first, that would be popped first and push it to the prefix expression, right, and then for the next the thing you can do the same thing, right. So, here we have minus and star. So, first we have star. So, star has been pushed over here and then minus, right, and we need to remove this closing bracket. So, here the stack is empty and this is what you are getting the answer, right. So, this is very easy and interesting method. So, I hope you understood this, and in the previous lecture we have also done the conversion from infix to postfix. So, I hope you understood both of the algorithm, right. So, you can check it out, like you can do this sum and you can also do it by the direct method and you can compare the answer, then you can directly get whether your answer is correct or not, right. So, yeah, thank you very much.